My mother is an expert guilt maker. Joanna Sharp, the Rani of reproach, the Shahzadi of shame. When she turned her talent on me, it was usually about the fact that I didn't date the right sort of guy. Unfortunately, my mother's idea of a suitable male was someone like Philip Dewar, privileged, pasty, and pissy. But since I'd moved back home due to loss of employment and a spot of pennilessness, Joanna had broadened her guilt trip to include my latest career venture. "Why can't you just get a good job in the government, darling? Or let your father help you find work?" she asked me with unrelenting regularity. My reaction was consistently emphatic. "I can look after myself, Mum." Of course, that meant that I had to come good on my statement, which meant earning money, which explained why I was currently on my way to a meeting with a brothel madam. And it's all good. It's all good. I sang the Hilltop Hoods chorus line to Crosby Sweater and sent my 1980s Holden Monaro, aka Mona, into a sharp left-hander with only the faintest squeal of her wheels. I've always been a great believer in affirmations. I can eat less chocolate. I can do more exercise. I can meet a perfect man. No, scrap that last one. I don't believe in perfect men. That said, my current date, the gorgeous Eduardo, came close. He was a model, a good egg, and he seemed to like me, all of which made me uneasy. He was really too good to be true. My love life had been littered with unfaithful Lotharios and even a furniture stealer. My last boyfriend sent me to a day spa as a treat and proceeded to clean out my flat, which made it almost impossible for me to just enjoy Eduardo's attention and not try to second-guess the whole thing. Ed and I were still pretty casual, but Second Guess is my new middle name. Tara Second Guess Sharp. Not just about men, about everything. A legacy from the fact that I have an unusual gift. I can see auras around people and sometimes around objects. Occasionally, I even smell or feel things or see energy trails. I'd been to the shrink about my gift, and instead of whacking me on antipsychotic meds, she'd sent me off to Hoshihara's paralanguage school. Betsy, my psych, was an old family friend and turned out to be more alternative than I'd ever expected for a woman who favored Brendan O'Keefe glasses. The end result of getting to know Mr. Hara was that my gift didn't go away. It got stronger. Now I was a fully accredited reader of paralanguage and kinesics with my own business, and I was starting to get jobs that used my skills, like the one I was going to now. One of my previous clients had recommended me to Madame Vine, a brothel owner. It seems the madam was a forward-thinking entrepreneur who needed my skills. In return, I hoped she'd bolster my bank account and we'd all be happy. She wasn't exactly the kind of customer I'd expected to attract when I set up my own business, and certainly not the kind of work I'd be telling my mother about. But I wasn't going to knock back a funds infusion because of my mother's delicate western suburbs sensibilities.